Whoa, what's up, guys? Old Man Sneaks here, and welcome to the podcast. We're episode 11 now. 10 shitty episodes in, I guess, with some old guest and new guest on the show again. So I'll just
Oh
start
no.
introducing everyone. Um, First off is a first timer on the podcast, Zak Critsilis, also known as @CritSneaks on Instagram. How's it going, Zach?
Yeah, good mate. Really good to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Cool. Thank you for giving me the time. It's exciting to talk to you about this topic because I've heard you're a serial raffle winner. So
A couple, only a couple. I wouldn't say cereal at all.
I would say cereal.
and next up is Azza Elliot at swoosh2332 on Instagram. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, good man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate this immensely, and I'm very fortunate to talk to you all.
Cool. Finally got you in, mate.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it took a minute, but we got there.
Cool. Next is Micah Mclean, also known as @grking7 on Instagram. Welcome back, man.
Yeah, good to be back, and also looking forward to chatting with all you guys again. So always a pleasure to be here.
Cool. And then the next one is Julian Pauncz, also known as @kicks_and_craze on Instagram. Hey, man.
Hey dude, thanks for having me back. I think the fourth time now, third time.
Yeah, welcome back again, man. After that somewhat of a hectic episode last time. I think
Very
I needed
controversial.
to take that 1 week break. Yeah. Cool. All right, so I guess let's go on with the tradition of the show and let's do a little bit of show and tell with our latest pickups. Let's start with Zach. Zach, I want to
Cool.
skip you, man, but can you show us your
That's savage.
Yeah. All right. So a couple of latest pickups is end up getting these from Fast Times.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So just pretty good.
How's the material on them?
They're not. It's not the best. I'd say probably mid-tier quality. I guess. Like it's not. The suede's a very sort of rough wearing suede. Like it's definitely more of a skateboarder shoe, which I kind of like. But yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
It's a dope
Also-
colorway. That's an absolute,
Yeah.
I reckon,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. Other one is, I guess, my new beater, but also just the New Balance 550s, just the grey and white,
550s.
just a little. Yeah, so little pickup
Nice.
there.
Clean one.
Yeah, we've got just a casual. One, yeah,
Just a just a casual.
just a
Yeah.
casual one.
Just a lazy casual.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
a middle finger to you guys
Yeah.
who's been copying
And,
L's on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, entered once and won once, which is pretty cool.
You won once. Damn.
Yeah. So, and then the last
Rubbing
one,
it in.
I guess, is the latest one, which it's not a new sneaker by any means, but just the Tiffany Dunk Lows.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
Yeah,
Absolute classic.
Flex right there.
subtle, yeah,
Subtle.
You've got the highs as well, don't you?
yeah,
You've got the highs
Got,
and the lows now.
got the highs just there. So yeah, I bought the highs because I
Wow.
couldn't afford the lows, and then I sold my soul for the lows. So yeah.
Are they built the same? Do they have the same materials and everything? Just different cut?
I would say they're pretty much the same. The leather's pretty much the same. The tongue's definitely more puffier on the lows. But realistically, I haven't seen much difference to be able to go, oh yeah, this is so much better quality. I would say that's, reasonably the same between both. So
Cool.
See, I like the puff on the tongue. I reckon it's cool. 'Cause
Yeah,
it
I
just
think
brings
it's-
you back to the old school, sort of like SB days.
I think it's
Yeah.
sick. Like I love SBs. I love the skate shoes because one of my fondest memories is being so hyped to buy a pair of Etnies or globes that was like crossed with the metal militia with like skulls on it. I was like, oh, it's so sick. Yeah. So
Is that Tony Hawk inspired as well?
Pretty much, yeah. Tony Hawk inspired for sure. Pro Skater one.
Man,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, moving on. What about you, Azza? LPUs, mate?
Nice.
I feel like these are very underrated.
Yeah.
The double tongue on this, for me, like, that's cool. It's just something different, and I wore these, and it turns heads. Even
Is
though
that
it's very,
the patent black one?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So I'll just give you. I really love these.
Yeah, that's my favorite
always
colorway in
loved
those.
Yeah, well, I had the option of a black and a white, or the white one, sorry, and I took the black because I love black.
Yeah.
And the second cop I got,
Nice.
again, the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I really love these. Copped an L on the first time I tried to get these, and then the second time I was lucky enough to get them. So very happy with these, and yeah, that's the two cops that I got last week.
Can't
Hey,
go
Swoosh,
wrong
do you
with
have
those.
the Katrinas as well, or no?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just curious.
Mate, we might talk about that after the show, maybe. So,
Yeah. Sounds good.
done.
And then, is that it?
Me, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, then moving on with Micah.
Sure. So, look, anyone who knows me on social media, I've been banging on about these shoes. I fucking love this shoe.
Bro.
Absolutely
Five.
love these. Now, I know 5 lows don't get a lot of love, but with this cut too, with the clot, they've cut it lower. I actually reckon that's sick. And just the colorway, man, I think it's absolute fire. The material's really good, very underrated. So I think you could still get pairs on Nike now, no dramas.
Yeah,
So,
they were sitting last week, and I was like,
They're also,
oh man,
when I was in
I love them.
when I was in supply store picking up the twos, they're also there as well. And I looked at them and I thought of you. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're pretty sick. I might get them, but I was like, oh no, I just spent too much money. I need to slow down.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and like you know me, I don't really care too much about the hype, and if it's readily available, I mean, that makes me very happy. So, I wear all my kicks, so I don't really care about resale prices or anything like that. And for me,
good man.
this is a fire shoe. So
They look really slick.
oh
the
my
way it's
god,
cut
like on
and everything.
feet too. Yeah, they're absolutely gold, man. I'm really stoked with these.
Can you just put that to the camera real quick, Sos?
Yeah, sure. So all these, it's got the like 2-3 there. Obviously, they did like a few little details. So like they got these beads. They actually don't do anything, so they're not connected to the laces or anything. But they got the 2-3, two beads, 3 beads. Jordan on that one, and then the clot on the back of that one.
That's fine.
And all glow, a lot of
love
glow
the
in the
glow.
dark on there. Yeah, so it's
I like
it's
glow in the
really
dark.
sick.
That's sick.
Release period.
Yeah,
I
so
think.
all the sole glows in the dark, all this part. The mesh actually glows in the dark.
Oh wow.
These 2-3 glows in the dark, and the Jordan and the clot at the back glow in the dark.
Yeah, sweet.
Pretty sick.
So just on feet, man, just quite like, I know there's a lot going on with it, but it's actually quite subtle on feet, and just looks really cool. Like easy to wear with a black pair of jeans, and just pops a bit with the laces and stuff. But yeah, I really like it. The materials are very different to what you'd normally expect on a 5. But yeah, interesting. I'll be interested to see how the toe creases and stuff when I start wearing them. But really nice one. And my beta this week, always love it when they do like an Air Max colorway on a SB. I've actually got the Air Max of these as well, which is one of my all-time favorite shoes, the Air Max Safari. So just been kicking around with these. Just my beta for the week.
Sick.
Nice. Nice. JP, your turn. mate.
Okay. I got a couple here today.
Here we go.
Just a couple.
Just a couple.
Maybe 2 times a couple. So delivery came in today. The Vast Grey Dunks. So super, super nice suede for a dunk, that is. Really long haired, really nice and plush. Definitely a summer shoe, not a winter rainy shoe. They'd get demolished if you wore them once in the rain, and with pretty much like a white sole as well. So they're really nice. That was a good retail win. This came in today as well. I'm not sure how I feel about these yet. But they're the velvet browns. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're the Dunks, and so they've got a full like gum sole, and it's got that like wicked like croc skin look. So I reckon it's like a good like going out shoe or like a work shoe that won't stick out too much. Quality's not too bad. Like for a Dunk, it's all right. Same sort of quality. It's got nice gold like Nike on the back there.
Is that proper leather or suede leather?
Leather.
Leather.
No suede on that. So yeah, they look pretty good. Like the croc skin's like obviously it's fake croc skin, but it's not too bad. There's a bit of glue stains, but for a premium, it's okay. It's not too bad. I entered. They are sitting, I think, on a couple of websites. You can get them, I think, above
ATC,
the clouds and stuff. Yeah.
ATC.
Oh, really? Because that was
Yeah.
actually one of the Dunks I was really interested in for this month.
Oh, there you
Like,
go. There you go.
It's
Yeah,
available
I
on
could-
Above the Clouds, so you could just.
Yeah, that's where I wanted
I
from.
was-
So.
Yeah, I was really interested in that one. I thought that was a very interesting Dunk. So
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'll just have to rock it and see how it is on foot.
Yeah,
got a
might have to
couple more,
try pink laces in those bad boys, man.
Yeah, need something to lighten it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pink,
Legit.
pink laces would kill it on that brown, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Two left. One raffle win and one was resale. But I'll show you the box first.
Oh,
This
Is that a
guy.
There's a
trainer
little bit
or
of
is
hype,
that an
but
Air Max?
Again, this was my favorite out of all of them. But
Mhm.
yeah, just the Air Trainer.
Wow.
I'll
The
pull-
brown one. Yeah.
pull
Yeah,
that
that's cool.
Nice.
the protection off it. It's like really nice. I love the colors, and I wish
Yeah.
they didn't put the zip on the
Yeah.
back. But other than that, it's like nice. Like the
I
quality is
think
really
it's
nice.
solid.
Materials are nice.
I didn't know it came with the shroud.
Yeah, it comes
be
with it on it, and then you can just like rip it off like that, and it
Okay.
looks like a
Yeah.
bit of a like a leather face thing. But
Yeah.
but yeah, like the quality is like really nice. Nice colorway. The reverse swoosh is on the inside instead of the outside. Can't wait
Yeah.
to
was
rock it.
was that your favorite one out of the four?
Yeah, like I like the Air Max, but I wasn't in love with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the same.
Yeah, I like the one that was like the Travis exclusive, which was on his website, the Air Max, which we
Yeah,
didn't get.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know the one.
yeah, so
Yeah,
I
agree.
feel I wasn't a huge fan of like how he painted over the air bubble and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But if I wanted them at retail, I would have loved it. So,
yeah, fair enough.
last one. This was when I saw it when it first came out. I had to have it. So it's the Paisley Dunk SB.
Wow. That's
yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
So I love the colors. I got to find
That
some
looks
pink and like teal laces, so I can just rock
There
it
you
in there.
go.
I've seen somebody online do it already. I think somebody from one of the groups. But yeah, they're super nice. They do tear away, so I got to be a bit careful. But I'm not a skater or anything. But yeah, like really nice quality, nice materials. Yeah, just love the puffy tongue.
Nice.
Yeah,
really
so
wanted
when
to
it
get
peels
those too.
when it peels away, what color is it underneath?
I'm pretty sure it's a similar color to the swoosh. Like, I think you can see kind of through it. I think it's just like a tan color underneath. So it's nothing too special apparently. So
Cool.
yeah,
Nice.
so that was a nice couple of pickups for the last week.
Okay. It's my turn.
Yep.
This one as well.
Oh,
Oh,
saw it today on Insta.
But this is the gray one.
oh, okay.
Yeah. This one's nice as well in terms of colorway. I think it's way more wearable than the brown one. I do have the brown one and the Air Max as well. I haven't gotten them yet in hand, but
This
yeah.
guy.
Subtle flex.
Yeah, I gotta get it.
And this one as well. I've been hunting a good price on resale on this because I didn't catch W, which is the Teddy Santis 990 V3.
Yeah, nice.
It's very nice. Yeah, the materials like JP has the V2 and
Yeah, William
yeah,
Terrain.
they're awesome.
Yeah, they are.
They're really nice. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm wanted to get the white ones. Are you planning on getting that one, JP?
Nah, they get too dirty.
Yeah,
Agreed.
but that's full
Absolutely
grain
agreed.
leather, so
Yeah.
and it's rare to get that on a
New Balance, yeah.
New Balance, I guess. It's mostly suede. Have this one as well, which is the military black.
Military, yeah.
Oh, you got the military black.
Yeah. These ones are
Oh,
nice.
I want that.
Yeah, I've heard the
bad.
quality is really nice on those. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen photos of bad QC though. Someone sent me a few bad ones, but those ones
Yeah.
look like they've been worn.
Yeah.
'Cause they have scratches and they're dirty, and I don't know, that one looks really off. So, but this one, luckily,
I have
it's
seen
clean.
clips like that, and it's just like you've worn them, dude.
Mm.
Yeah. But this one is clean. So I don't know
nice.
if someone's just making stuff up about it being bad QC, but
I mean, it wouldn't be that uncommon for QC, but it's never anything too dramatic.
No.
You know what I mean?
yeah, the ones
so-
that I've seen looks really worn. So
Yeah, well,
it's like scuffed and dirty, and they're saying
yeah,
that was
I
the
think
quality that they
we
got.
probably need better sample size than that one one person.
Yeah, that's true. And for my last one, which is the Air Jordan 1 stage
Wow.
chase.
Yeah,
So-
nice.
Yeah.
Or
They're fire.
bleach coral,
sick.
whatever they want to call it. But
Like them.
yeah, it's nice. It looks like the military black, really. It's the same,
Yeah,
it's just
almost the same
such a-
materials as well.
Such a wearable colorway, both those shoes, though. You know, you can
Yeah,
put it
that's
on
right.
with realistically anything.
Oh, white, black, you can match anything. Yeah, like you
Yeah.
said, you nailed it.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you
if
have
you
a-
see white black, you cop.
Do you have a lot of fours, Donald?
I do.
Oh, you do.
Quite a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice.
I like fours a lot. I mean, I think
Me
when I
too.
started collecting, I actually started with a lot of fours.
Yeah.
Like I was
okay.
copying more fours than one. So,
Yeah. Oh, well, it's the same. Threes and fours are kind of my go-to.
yeah.
But yeah, ones I definitely like a lot. But ones, threes, and fours are my three favorite silhouettes.
Tinker would be proud of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Would
That's
be.
right. He would be. Well, and I love Air Max ones as well. So, yeah,
Yeah.
secretly a big Tinker fan.
All
Good man.
thinkers.
Random question for all of you. Is the I keep reading and I keep seeing that the military blacks are the shoe of the year. What do you guys think about that?
Too early.
Pretty early in the year.
too easy.
Way
to
too
say that.
early.
Way too early.
Way too
Yeah,
early.
there's a lot of twos coming out this year that I'm really impressed with, and it's good to see twos making a run this year. There's another two pairs of twos coming out later this year. I can't remember the names of them
The
off the top of my
Chateau
head, but
Rouge one.
Yeah,
but that
I
one
think
is-
that's this
that one
month.
is
This month or next
exclusive.
month. But I've heard that's going to
Yeah.
be super limited.
yeah. What about and has anyone seen that low pair, the black pair with like a, it's like almost looks like a gum sole.
No.
No.
Yeah,
I sent Zach a picture of it.
Yeah.
Looks
They're
phenomenal. Yeah, so that's one.
Well,
I'm
we have the
excited about. And it's-
reimagined Chicago 85s as well. So
That's
Yes,
true too.
that's true.
so
We're all copping L's.
yeah.
Except for
But-
Donald.
But when it's all
Except for Donald.
when it's all said and done, though, I do think the militaries will be, in the top 10 for the year for sure.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, my collection is mixed, so I'd probably throw in a few more New Balances in there.
yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. You want to have a good mix. I think, everyone's doing some crazy stuff with sneakers, due to the popularity of sneakers at the moment. So every year's pretty exciting these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, segue that a little bit into the way we're copying sneakers, and well, majority of us is trying to cop sneakers is through Raffles. And I guess before we go dig deep into it, right? And also, you have 8 minutes before the AMM2 raffle starts, so we'll probably just cut off after this answer. But how many raffles do you guys usually join, and what's your success rate is like? What's your win-lose ratio on them? Maybe Zach, the serial winner, raffle winner.
You say I'm a serial winner, I guess, but it's only been like the last week that I've actually won a couple of raffles. The rest I've just been taking L's pretty hard. I think. Oh, I couldn't really put a ratio on it in a sense. I'd say out of the last year, I've probably entered about maybe sort of 30 raffles, and I've probably hit eight to 10
Jesus
out of those raffles.
Christ. That is really good.
That's a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good
well-
mate.
Yeah, well,
I'll put Zach. I'll put that in perspective, mate. In probably the last 2 years, I reckon I've entered
200.
anywhere between 300 to 500 raffles.
mm,
And guess
Wow.
how? I've maybe had 2 dubs.
Wow.
yeah. That
crazy.
on a side note to that, a lot of those raffle wins, well, or close to half would be wins for my partner though. So it's all the smaller sized, all the dunks and those like smaller dunks and that sort of thing. So I find that they're a little bit easier, whereas the ones I'm going for, which are your AMM2s, all the sort of hypey-ish sort of stuff, big fat L's a lot of the times. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'd say I've also found that, and we were saying this before we all got on, but especially with Supply Store, the online raffles where they ship it to you, I've won 0 out of 0 of them. But with regards to pick up from store, I've won 3 now. So yeah,
Wow.
won 3 of them. So I'm not sure if it's easier to win if you can pick them up or what the go is with that sort of thing. But yeah,
No,
Yeah.
He's shaking his head. No.
no, because no, it's not.
Yeah.
I've never won one off supply, and I've done both delivery and pickup. You take your pick. I'll be happy if I win a pickup. That you get them nice and quick, but
yeah. I
no,
think-
0 dubs.
I think Michael was heartbroken with me when one of the only shoes he's ever really wanted to win in a raffle, which was the Bacons. I won and you didn't, and you were like, "That's the only one I've always wanted to win." So, yeah.
I say that though every week.
Yeah.
be honest But I end up paying. I think I did pay resale, and it wasn't too bad for the Bacon.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful shoe.
It's underrated.
Yeah, I think too. It's funny. Like I'll say this. It is funny with the culture. I think when people get dubs, people can get salty about other people getting dubs. I think that's pointless. I think that's pointless.
Like it's their
I might
fault,
call you yeah, exactly. Oh, you won it and I didn't, so you're a son of a bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit silly. Everyone, I think, and sort of going through raffles for so long now, I kind of roll with the punches a bit more than back in the day. So I can kind of laugh off all the L's now. It doesn't stress me out too much. So
Yeah.
Yes. What about
good.
you, Azza? Like, what's your win rate ratio?
It's been pretty good. I can't really comment because with work we actually get a Nike raffle. So I pretty much, and I don't want to sound like that guy, but I pretty much 90% of the time I'll cop, but I don't want to be that guy.
But why not? Like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It is.
It's a benefit. We're not hating.
I don't think you should feel bad about that. I mean, that's what you do for your job, and
True.
if that comes with benefits. I mean, you got into a job where you're doing something that you love, and I mean,
100%.
if there's benefits that come from that, I mean, no one should get mad at you for that, man. I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
absolutely fair.
Actually, that's well said. That's well said. But I just can't talk about that sort of section. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
fine.
You don't have to
I'll
go into
check.
the details of it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, edit that.
Yeah. But do you get collabs
What
as
about-
well?
I'm lucky enough with where I work that I can actually just go into a raffle and just be like, yes, sweet, I want X, Y, and Z. And then probably like 90% of the time, like I'll get it. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
But what about, Azza, do you go raffles outside of your workplace? So like, are there, other brands that you go for, or not really?
not really. I'm completely biased to Nike, to be honest.
Okay. Fair enough.
Everyone's got their own opinions, and obviously I'm going to listen to it. But yeah, I'm solely a Nike head.
Well, I think your interest is personal. So yeah, again, no one's going to judge you for that.
True.
If that's what you love, like that's what you love.
Yeah, if you have that
That's
connection to that brand, you have that connection. Like,
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
and well, JP. Oh, JP is interesting, right? Because I think you did this experiment last year of like joining as many raffles as you can, and what was the win-lose ratio on that one?
So I enter quite a lot. So now overseas you can't really enter Nike. So you can only really enter Adidas and other brands like New Balance, because just of regional, like the way they do it now. So I've got a spreadsheet with like heaps of links, and I keep on top of that pretty like frequently. So like if a foam runner comes out or slides, like you could have 3 different colors, and I'll probably enter potentially with each drop like 20 on each time of that, and I've never won with those. But if you take away all that, I'd probably say this year I'd probably be between 500 to 1,000 entries, and copped raffle probably about 30s this year so far.
Sorry, boys.
Still. Hey.
Sorry, boys. Just getting the laptop ready.
All good.
All good,
So
all
raffles. For my size, probably because I won a couple for my friend. Like I won the Union 2s of supply, so I'm pretty good hit ratio of supply. So I've probably won maybe 5 or 6 of them this year so far.
Jesus, that makes fun of you.
Yeah, but I think the pick, like, it's only been one that it's been like, so the Travis was my last one, but that was a delivery, but the rest of them have all been pickups. So I feel that maybe it's easier, like, because there's less people entering, I feel, because only people but
JP, actually, sorry, not to cut you off. I'm actually quite interested in that figure. Can you send me those figures?
Yeah, I'll go through. Actually, I've got a spreadsheet, so every time I enter one, I put like a digit against it. So each drop, I'll work it out, and I'll tell you how I go.
Yeah, man.
But through my work, we used to have a raffle, but now it's pretty like died off now. I only ever get sort of a lot of L's through like Nike and other things like that. So
It's like Moneyball for JP.
Yeah.
It's all
Which
about the
raffle gets on base?
Cool. I think it's 8 o'clock, right?
is
So
8
if you
o'clock.
guys
I got the laptop out.
Let's
Just quickly.
wanna chat and wanna call,
Uh,
I'm gonna try it now as well. All right. I've never won anything from Nike.
12
I think I've won one, which is the Sakai brown ones from last year.
I
The
freaking
Lowe's
love them.
Blazer.
Yeah.
So that's the only one that
Oh.
I can remember that I've won from
I just
Nike.
I bought one of the hoodies.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
well, those
They have
hoodies
the
are
stuff in there.
sick.
I just bought the brown
100%.
one.
100%.
Oh shit! I got 2 hoodies. Fuck. Sorry. I got both of the hoodies. Oh Jesus.
I didn't want to buy the apparel and not get the shoes. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about that. You'd rather get the shoes and the apparel.
yeah, I mean you can wear it, but you keep telling yourself why you didn't get the shoes, mate.
All right, I was able to enter. Azza, what about you, mate? Did you get through?
I can't get in.
I got through with the shoes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I've gotten through. I think the bot's probably hammering it right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, gone.
No, they're not gone yet, mate. You've still got 10 minutes to enter.
Alright, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah. No, you're all good. Yeah, I reckon that Parker's fucking fresh, dude. I love long shit like that. How much is the Parker?
Oh,
$5.15.
I got the
Jesus.
cargo pants.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I'll pass on the $515.
Yeah.
Did you get the hoodies, JP?
Yeah, I got charged for both of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They actually
Did you
both
buy-
look pretty nice.
Yeah, they're both sick.
That satin button-up shirt is horrific.
Man,
It's so
It's
bad.
sold out as well, though.
I don't care. Those poor people.
It's because Jordan's on it.
Who cares?
Yeah, and
It's disgusting, dude.
it's
It's like a 70s disco top, except with Jordan on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Parker's sold out as well.
Yeah, the
Really?
Parker's dope though.
Yeah, but I don't know about the hoodies because I paid for them, so it just says sold out. So
No, the hoodies you can get large, small, extra small.
Yeah, I got the
or
extra
small and
larges.
extra small.
I
Yeah,
wanted
that's
the
what, they're all gone.
long-sleeve ones, but didn't get them as well.
The only thing I actually like is the Parker. I think the Parker's actually dope.
I went for the pants and the long sleeve, and I got the pants.
the Parker's
And this-
alright.
I love the Parkers. The only thing
Yeah, I
like
don't mind
Yeah, they're nice. It's $515.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
That's
YOLO.
only-
YOLO, as the kids say in 2005.
Honestly,
I like them, but
for-
not like $500 like.
yeah,
You're gonna look fresh.
you will look
Yeah.
fresh. But I like.
But you don't have the AMM2s though.
Okay, alright.
Damn, shots fired.
Yeah, that was it. That's savage. That was savage.
They are. They're pretty sweet though.
Cool.
To be fair.
All right, so
I'm done. I'm in.
they are, man.
Oh, well
Like, they're
done,
really
Azza. Good
Yeah.
job.
Bro, thanks, bro. It's like, hey, I want this.
Yeah, they're nice. That's a nice two.
Friggin' fire, bro. And I don't do twos.
Yeah, I was never a big, huge twos guy. I do have a pair of Don C's that I fucking love.
so good.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Don C was classic too.
5 minutes to kill. Can you show us?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You don't know the Don C?
I do know the Don C, but I just want to say it because I like seeing 10,000 shoes.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, they're fire.
Yeah.
They are nice.
Yeah.
eh?
Absolute
Yeah.
fire.
Beautiful shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, really like this one. It's my favorite two of all time. I like the other one. The is it like the peach one and it came with a hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really.
yeah.
That's another pair I'd really like. But yeah, the materials on this are spectacular. This was retail. These were fucking. You think the jacket was expensive? Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah. Jesus.
These things.
So, how did you cop them? Did you join a
These-
raffle or?
The Don C's.
Yeah.
No, I got them used, very lightly used, off a friend, and I actually got them below what the retail was.
Nice.
So yeah,
So
I got them
good.
I got them very, very cheap. I think I paid. I'll tell you what I paid. I paid 400 for those, and they're
That's good.
What was the
nearly
retail on them back then?
over 500.
Oh,
Damn.
I think they were 550 retail.
It's
the
crazy.
materials, right? That's what made it expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the material.
It was the materials. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, going back with the raffle. So, if you guys are still here, we just joined
Yeah.
the AMM2 raffles and see how we go.
3 minutes.
Well, actually, I've had some pretty good luck on Sneakers app recently, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like my luck. Yeah, yeah. I got the Baroque Brown on the on.
Good
Sneakers.
shoe. Great shoe.
Travis won.
Well, that was the only one I went for.
So
I
good.
entered a bunch of raffles, but that was the only one I liked out of the four myself. So, yeah. And I'm
So
a
what-
huge Air Max 1 guy.
So what was it like? What was it like 5 years ago? Is it more raffles or is it mainly in-store drops and you have to line up? And
Yeah, it was in-store drops,
Yep.
and you'd have to line up.
Yeah,
was it
'cause I-
easier back then?
I copped a lot. I did a lot of campouts, man. It just got worse as it went on. COVID, obviously,
it stopped it.
you couldn't do it anymore. But yeah, like as it went on, it was harder and harder. So, 10 years ago, you could just rock up to Foot Locker like half an hour before it opened, and you have no dramas. And then as it went on, they started doing raffles at the door. So that was a thing for a while, but usually there'd be like 60 people and they'd have like 40 pairs. So you had a pretty high chance of getting your pair. But then, as it went on, it just, sneakers have just been getting more and more popular. So I've done campouts 20 hours, 22 hours.
Shoot.
So I got my Jordan 1 Bread Toes, 18-hour campout, Shadows, Royals, all those were campouts, which it's hard work. But for me, someone who doesn't resell, and I like it because it adds the hours on. So resellers kind of aren't as prevalent because it's so much time put in with not that much return. Whereas raffles with the bots, there's a bit more return. But having said that, I'm also not overly mad at not having to be out in the cold for 8 hours. And I'm getting older, so being able to hit a button at home for raffles also quite nice.
And then go to bed.
So so there's definitely pros and cons to both.
And especially,
but surely you meet a lot of people. You
it's
get
awesome.
Some good stories out of it.
Oh my god, it's like having you guys in the line with me, and I was just chatting for 18 hours about all the different sneakers that come out. Like, it's also, I've made a lot of friends doing the campouts that, and I know a lot of people in the sneaker game of doing that for so long. So made a lot of friends doing that. So I always liked it, but it's just a different game now.
I'm going to vouch or go in for the next 51 seconds. So when I used to work at Foot Locker, I think the best experience that I ever had, and you were saying before, like just meeting people and actually talking to people about the shoe. It's just, that's what I miss about the old school days. And now in this day and age, it's just like, I'll go on Goat, I'll go on StockX, etc., etc. There's no story, there's no connection with it.
Yeah, that's right. So when that's a very good point. So like when I wear my Royals now, I always remember that camp out. Like 100%. Every time it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's a time and a place. Whereas if you win it on a raffle, like I can't even remember, like, there's nothing to go on when you win the raffle. There's no kind of story behind it. Doesn't take away for your love of a silhouette or a shoe, but that extra added story adds something to it, and you worked hard for it,
Thumbs up.
Time's up, sorry.
You gotta wait for that, Azza. It's gonna take a while.
Sorry, I got a bit excited. Sorry, premature. This is how much I go into raffles,
Well, you'll know if you get a W, get an email in a minute or two.
Because I think that's the thing that I didn't experience. Like, I got into this when it was all about raffles and it's pretty much just that, like buying everything online and buying everything on a resale platform. I envy people sometimes that have actual stories with their shoes and how they got them, and regardless of what it is, regardless of what the resale value is of that sneakers, I think it's really good to have that's something. But I guess it's different for everyone now.
100%. I like it. I just, not to sound like that guy, I'm just not I can understand two sides of a double-edged sword. Like, I can understand why resellers do what they do, but at the same time, as a true blue sneakerhead, it just sort of destroys that culture for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that goes to, the popularity of it, and now how much easier, like, it's becoming less easier for them, which is good. But there was a stretch there where you couldn't compete. So that was tough. And that was really tough. I think things are getting better. in terms of being able to block bots and stuff. They've finally kind of taken notice. You know, all of the retailers.
Yeah.
So Julian, were you going to say something?
Yeah, especially Foot Locker. You'd get into that stupid camping fucking website thing, and then
was
all the
horrible.
all the bots would eat up, and then you'd be sitting there for 2 hours, and you just hope the site crashes, and then it reloads, and you're like pretty much get straight in. But yeah, it was so frustrating, and then you couldn't sleep for the rest of the night because you were so frustrated.
Well, speaking of results, I got an L on the AMM2.
You got an L?
So, yeah.
I'm still waiting.
I'm still waiting as well.
Yeah, me too. I haven't been charged on my card, so I'm assuming that's an L as well for me.
Oh no, just got an email. L.
Yep,
Sorry,
me too.
JP.
Wasn't selected. It's all right.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
copped an
mate.
L. I copped an L.
Yeah, okay.
100% L
okay.
ratio.
Yeah, L ratio right there.
Welcome
You
back,
actually wasn't
Micah.
selected.
It's just us.
Yeah,
copying
sorry
Ls.
about that. I dropped out after I checked the L.
Oh, good.
So I copped 2 L's in a row.
Yeah, well, I think it's L for this group.
All right.
Collectively, losers.
Yeah, that's all right. There's a thing that happens. I mean, I think, you know, you hope for the best, expect the worst. You know, and
Yeah.
like I said before, you kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
It is what it is, really.
But the positive is like we're talking about this. Like that's cool for me.
Yeah. It's a good
Yeah.
talking point. And
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly.
do you guys think that raffles are actually useful or are actually helpful with
Yeah,
the culture? Because I think, and this is just my opinion, right? Like I think we have that tendency to join every raffle that we see just because of having that thought that this is a limited sneakers, and I don't know if I want it right now, but I might want it later, so I might as well join the raffle. Are you guys somewhat like that? I personally am in that space sometimes. So
I mean, for me personally, I'm not. I just go for the shoes I want.
Yeah, 100%. 100.
And that I know I can afford. So I won't go for anything that if I'm like half-assed about it, I'm just I'll pass. I mean, there's so many sneakers that come out a year. Like it's mental to try and enter every one. I'll go back to the other question. Do I think it's useful and helpful? Not really, but it's a necessity. You can't do the campouts. That'd be absolutely insane.
Oh,
You would just be insane. You know, it'd be like a line of 2,000 people trying to get 30 sneakers. It'd be fights. It would just be a shit show. So that kind of thing that's gone now. So it's just more out of necessity. So
Yeah, I'm
But I
kind
think-
of.
oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm a mixture of both of you. So when I was like starting out and stuff, I was entering every raffle. I was like, okay, I want every shoe. Need to enter it because, you know, just I don't want to pay resale or anything like that. And as the time's gone by, I've started, you know, I guess appreciating my money a little bit more sometimes, and started going, nah, I'm actually only going to go for the ones that I do want to go for. Much like what Michael was saying as well. It took some time and a lot of wasted money. Well, not wasted money. I still love my shoes, but it's just really trying to weigh it up of, you know, do I really want this? And also building a house has helped me kind of put my purse strings a little bit back. So
priorities.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not even going to repeat anything, but I'm 3 as well. I just think I go for the shoes that I love and that I want, to be honest.
I'm a bit of everything mixed together. So I feel that sometimes there'll be like one like silhouette I really love, and there's like so many colors that drop. Like I really do like some Yeezys, and sometimes you'll have multiple colors, like we talked about before. And so I enter all of them, and it's very rare that you win all 3. But I'm pretty happy. I'll be like content if I get 1 out of the 3. But now after last year's like big spending, I've decided like for a lot of them, like most of the, like if I go for a 3, a 5, Other styles, I'm like keeping it to OG colorways now. So like this year, the only 3 I'll go for is the Fire Red when it comes out. So and Jordan 1s this year just going a bit crazy. So I'm just going for some more wearable colors rather than going for all these wild colors because I've just got too many of those. I just don't need all of them. So a bit more picky. Dunks, I'll always, as long as I like the color, I always try to enter because you got like a 1 in like 10 chance of getting it. So it's pretty low and I'm pretty happy when I get them. But now I'm being a bit more like, like if it's like a really crappy color, I just won't go for it. Just because like I don't wear them that often. So
I was going to say, Julian, it seems like you're switching to collecting hoodies at the moment, mate.
Yeah. I've got a huge rack over there, so like it's winter, huh?
Yeah, winter is coming.
It is.
It's here.
It's cold in Melbourne, man. It is cold.
Yeah, I heard
It's
that.
cold here as well. I'm out.
It's
I'm
freezing.
in Western Sydney and it's cold as well.
It's like 8 degrees here. That's why I got the hoodie
Yeah.
and I got like 2 layers of pants on.
And a beanie.
Same here.
Yeah, and a beanie on.
I've actually been wearing 2 pairs of pants as well.
Legit.
I'm
the
that
same.
fucking cold. Man.
Even when I go to bed, I'm like wearing tracksuit pants. Like it's that cold.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's
do that.
freezing, dude. Yeah, it's absolutely freezing here.
Cool. Well, do you guys think there's a better alternative to Raffles, or is that it for us? Like, is that it for people coming in, or do you guys think that maybe some of these manufacturers or sellers would come up with something better than Raffles?
I've got one great idea.
Make more shoes.
Make more shoes.
Make more shoes.
That was my answer. That was actually my answer. Just release.
But I think we've discussed that before, right? Like, I don't think
We have,
it's a good answer because then we lose interest.
No.
Like, we're in this because
Well, I won't.
there's certain level
It's
of
all about the
won't.
chase, huh?
being limited.
I won't lose interest. But no, like I don't think so. I think they're still refining it. So like, if they can continue to do stuff where they're trying to weed out the bots or try and block bots, I'm all for that. And then everyone gets a fair chance. I'm okay with that. If I feel like everyone's got a fair chance and you still take an L, I'm a bit happier than that than losing to 14-year-old kids on a laptop botting everything. So that's my general feeling.
Yeah, I think that like I think Micah was saying, is a bit of a necessity now with Raffles, but I think there is things that are making it better, like sort of those EQL raffles that are going in where they're starting to go, okay, if you lose more, you've got more of a chance of winning, or you might get 2 entries instead of just the 1, or something like that, just to try and even out the playing field a bit, or at least, getting closer to a win or getting a win every now and then. But yeah, in a perfect world, in a sense, it'd be like everyone would just make more shoes and we'd be happy with the fact that everyone has that shoe also, in a sense, instead of having the limited or hype sort of sneakers. So, but I'm victim to it, so I get it. I get what they're doing.
But it's all down to the question is, if can they make enough to satisfy everybody? Because if they made like enough to satisfy, then they're going to have less releases, if that makes sense. So you're not going to have 5 Jordan 1 releases in 2 months sort of thing, because they'll be like, well, everybody's satisfied, so you're going to have less options. Maybe the cost might go up of the shoes because they're trying to like make more and there's more waste. So then they were like, well, what happens to all the pairs that go to the outlets, which nobody's buying? So there's a lot of other things to think about. For me, I feel that it's, at the moment, it's the fairest way to do it. I feel that if you did it in-store raffles only, then a lot of people will miss out who like live in rural areas or who don't live near a store. So it's kind of fair. Some of these, I like the idea of some of these like skate stores doing like, you have to do an ollie to buy like, or do a trick to like buy the shoes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'd like that. I'll do a heel flip. I won't do a kick flip.
Or like Evolve down in Victoria, like you have to do like a photo comp, and like if they choose your like photo, but then you got like the risk of backdooring, because like they're like, okay, like all these people can win it, but then like all of a sudden nobody can win it because all these stores are backdooring it to resellers. So
Yeah.
there's always going to be like positives and negatives, I guess, right?
I want to go back to that point. Like, I know I said flood the market. I was kind of joking. We know it would be like company suicide. They would never do it. It would be. It's a terrible idea for the companies. I'm just talking about me personally. I'd love it.
But I feel there's some drops that they should just make so much of that, like the Jordan ones coming out.
Some drops,
yeah,
for
like
sure.
the Chicago ones, if they come out,
Chicago,
they really need to flood the market.
Yeah.
Anything that's OG, they really should make enough for everybody to win.
I agree.
And even
Absolutely.
like you order it like what Amy Leondor's done, like pre-orders. And then there's no waste. There's no waste because people are buying like it up front, and then you're just waiting 6 months for your pairs, sort of thing. So
I think
I'm down with that. But yeah, companies still need to do those like limited shoes, like the Travis Scotts, these Alamaniers. They need to do that because that's what we've talked about this on the pod before. But that's a very effective marketing tool. But I 100 agree with you for the OG colorways. And they kind of did it a bit. I remember there was the Concords. Remember they released like a shit ton of pairs for the Concords, which was awesome. So everyone was able to get that.
But I feel with the Fire Red 4s, it was like one of those drops that I feel that if you wanted it, it was pretty easy to get.
It was very easy.
Yeah.
What about the Bread 4s? Do you remember that? How did you guys go?
I wasn't into Jordans back then, so I can't really say anything.
I passed on that.
Really?
I don't know why, but I just was like, I passed on it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to be that guy. I literally did pass on it.
Yeah, right. I camped out for that one, so that wasn't too bad.
Well, I'm a big fan of the pre-order system, I think, because I think you can still... Because it's still schedule based, right?
Yeah.
Which means there's still a group of people that would try to get that shoes, and most probably those group of people would really want those shoes. So I think it works, and I like it over raffle, really, because if you missed out on the pre-order window, then you missed out. Then you go to the resale market. So the resale market is still alive.
Yeah.
People can still get some pairs. They can resell if they want. So at least it's a lot easier for someone that really wants the pair, I guess, if you do pre-order. So hopefully they do something like that.
I mean, I'd love it if they just released Bread 1s and Black Cement 3s every year.
Like
every year.
Ones, right? Like,
I'd probably buy them both every year. I'm not gonna lie,
like Air Force Ones, right?
So
like it should be something like that. It should be a staple.
Yeah,
great.
Like
a staple. That'd be so good.
But with the Air Force Ones, every kid wants them, and it's just obviously we sell and sell and sell and sell, and it's just that obviously COVID and everything has just held everything. So I think it's just Air Force Ones in particular now, especially from my experience, it's getting harder.
It is.
Yeah, just the all white lows.
Yeah, the all white high tops,
The
low
triple
tops.
white.
Every kid wants it. Every kid wants it.
Yeah, the all white lows is like the classic Air Force One.
But the women's ones are constantly selling out. Like all the girls
as well.
Yeah.
Like they should.
I always laugh at like the pandas is the one at the moment.
Yeah, they should do that with the pandas.
the pandas.
Just make it like an Air Force One.
Pandas. How many times have they released the pandas? Like 8 times?
Yeah.
At least they sell out every time. There's actually still
Why?
resale on them.
I swear
It's crazy.
JD
All
Sports.
L's for me.
I swear JD Sports has like a raffle like at least every month on them.
Yeah. Keep copying
great.
L's on
Yeah.
them.
Hype DC were doing it about 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. If Hype have them, it's crazy.
The sad thing is the quality is so bad. On
And
those.
the more they make, the worse they're getting as well.
Yeah, I know. That's all right.
Cool. Because what do you guys think about that news about that reseller who's taking pre-orders? Speaking of pre-orders, Sade Kicks. Did you
Oh,
guys
the
hear about
Ponzi
that
scheme
news?
guy.
Sade Kicks.
Wherein- Yeah, I've never read through the whole thing. I just know bits and pieces, but basically, his model
So
is-
ages ago, I read through his terms and conditions, and it was pretty much like you can enter or you can pay for them, and you can't pull your funds out. And if you do pull them out, you get banned from his future like drops.
Right.
And so I know people who like paid like for Chicago ones like 2 years ago, and obviously it's been way too long. And now, yeah, they've definitely lost their money now, unless it goes through the creditors, which good luck.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if any of you, I was on his Instagram and he had all these videos of him walking around his warehouse, and I reckon he had like 10-foot high like stacks of shoes. So I don't know if all those are just like being held, or if he actually sent them to people. I'm not sure, but he had a lot of pairs.
Where does he get them though? Like it's already hard as it is. Is it backdoor still, or?
I'd say
hundreds
so.
of connections, and
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we all know like there's certainly backdoor happening. I mean, the trophy room debacle,
And then
was
the
unbelievable.
unions as well.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
unions with.
So we know it happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think we can do anything about those. I guess like
Yeah, well, that's
raffle or
mostly
not,
USA,
or
you know.
pre-order or not. Like if someone's back.
Yeah, I'd just say be very careful about pre-ordering. I've never done it for a very good reason, and this can happen.
Yeah. Or
You know what I mean?
or they turn around and go, oh, by the way, now you have to pay an extra $200 because the market's gone up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've never done the
It's
pre-order
just,
thing, but I've had mates that have done it, and they've pre-ordered at a certain cost, which is still bloody expensive, and then they're like, oh no, sorry, I couldn't secure them just because he got another $500 or something like that,
Yeah.
when they were more
Yeah.
hype and all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of, you got to choose your own battles with that sort of thing.
And by that point, you may as well have just paid the resale when it comes out.
Exactly.
If you're that keen on
And the
it.
price could have
Yeah.
dropped,
So,
yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Because that's what they're gonna do anyway. They're probably gonna just try and source it as well from someone with some premium on them, and then pass it on to you. So
Yeah.
Well, you end up paying the resale fee by the time you do finish up all the pre-order anyway, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
how many of you guys pay resale on sneakers? Like,
I mean, I've definitely done it. I prefer not to. I'll only do it on pairs I really like. I do it very, very rarely. Very rarely. So yeah. I don't know. What about you guys?
Jack?
For me, yeah, this year I think I've only had one resale like of a recent release. I'm going back through like now the archives of all the ones that I've missed in the past, and I definitely want, so I'm paying a lot for them. But yeah, so I won't like most of the releases now. If I lose, I just lose and I just move to the next one.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much the way I am.
Zach's counting his resale purchases.
I pay resale a lot, but not. I guess I don't. I hunt for shoes, I guess, that I want. Like, I'll find a pair of shoes and I'll hunt and I'll barter and I'll try and, a lot of the times I'll buy used pairs as well, just because I'm not paying, $600 for a pair of shoes, but I'll pay $300 for a used pair or something like that, like lightly used or something like that. And I guess it depends on, I'll find something that I really want and I have to have it. So like with the Union 2s, I had to have that and I missed out on everything. So I paid resale. That's probably one of the newest resales. But a lot of the times I pay resale, it's on older pairs that I really, really like the look of and I really want. It's not usually...
Or grails. You seem to hunt grails,
Yeah.
which is different.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There's no other way to get them.
Exactly. It's one of those things. It's I made a list and I was like, okay, I want black cement 3s, I want bread 4s, I want all this sort of stuff, and then I, put my feelers out everywhere and look at Facebook Marketplace, eBay, all this different sort of stuff, and try to do the best I can and try and get the best price I can. So yeah, I go, whereas before I was buying everything in a sense. Now I'm kind of just grail hunting and, lowering the amount of pairs I have to afford bigger purchases and stuff like that as well. So,
Yeah, I think I should start learning that as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
I pay a lot of resale. Like I paid a lot of resale recently as well. and it happens usually after you've had a loss on a raffle that you really want. You go on a tilt and you try and fill that void of losing and trying to get some consolation cups, I guess. I've fallen into that trap multiple times, but
I think it's getting over the FOMO.
yeah.
And you know, there's a few like things like just take a breath, you know, like it's all right. There's always, and I think, you know, especially these days, it's probably different than what it was in the old days. Now these days, it's like there are so many releases. It's like if I miss out on a dunk, like go up and look on dunk releases for 2022. I think it was like 13 this month alone. So it's like
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's just that FOMO. So I'm more like Julian. If I take the L, I just take the L and move on. And I think that comes too. And Donald, you should be in a pretty similar situation to this anyway. We've got so many sneakers now. That it doesn't really matter. You know, you've only got 2 pairs. You only got 2 feet. So it's going to take you a while to get through the ones you got. And I think, you know, I know that feeling of getting a new pair. You know, it's like, oh, these are sick. And then they kind of go on the thing. And a week later, you're chasing that feeling again. It's almost like a heroin addict.
You keep chasing that high of copying something.
Of copying something. And I think you got to kind of move away from that and just, I guess, like, I always like to look through my collection and just appreciate what I actually do have. And I put myself back in my own shoes, you know, 5-6 years ago, and all the shoes I didn't have that I was able to get now, ones that are my grails that I've been able to collect. And so I guess that's how I kind of get over it. And I don't care as much now. I appreciate my collection a lot. And I've got a lot of sneakers to wear. So I'll just try and get through those ones. And I know you've got a lot of fire pairs. I love the Sauconys you had on today were absolutely beautiful. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why I'm doing this podcast as well. Sort of like a therapy as well for all of this, and it's just trying to clear your head with what's going on. And yeah, like I said, I'm fairly new as well, so I'm still in that stage, I guess, of like cop as much as you can or you're gonna miss out sort of thing. But I'm slowly I guess trying to get better at it. But there are some bad months, like really, really bad months for me.
How long have you been collecting for, Donald?
Maybe under 2 years or close to 2 years.
Okay. How many pairs do you have?
I haven't counted them, but in my
ballpark
estimate, probably 120 to 150.
Okay,
maybe.
So I've been collecting for about 8 years. No, longer than that. Yeah, about 10 years, I'd say. I've got about 120 to 150.
Yeah, I know. I think.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you've gone absolutely balls to the wall, I think, and I guess the way to get over it, maybe just go back through your what you've gotten over the last 2 years, and just maybe find a new appreciation. For the pickups that you've gotten.
I think that's right, and you won't be able to do that if you keep copying. Like you're not gonna be able to look back because you're always looking at something new or something that you've just caught. So.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I'm gonna try and lay low as well on the copying, and then see what happens from there after I've secured my AMM2 pair, I guess.
I've been collecting just a little bit longer than you, man, and like I share the same sort of notes. Like I went to about 130 pairs in the first year and a half, sort of thing. Like I was buying everything. And then it got to a point where I was like, well, I'm not appreciating everything I'm buying. And so that's where I've started going, looked at my collection and going, okay, well, if I, sell 3 of these, I can buy a grail piece or something I've really wanted. And that's how I'm doing my hunting now. So I've probably gone from that 130 and I'm probably sitting at around maybe 60 now. So I've kind of like halved my collection, but I guess in my mind, the quality of the collection's gone up because it's pieces that I've really wanted, and it's, like a lot more, you know,
Yeah.
older style sneakers and stuff like that as well. So
That's a very natural progression
Mm.
for sneaker collectors, and that's what often happens. You kind of build up a pretty big arsenal,
yeah,
and then you kind of go backwards and dwindle it down to find those pieces that are your personal grails,
Yeah.
and that happens a lot with sneaker collecting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had the philosophy this year to say, okay, I got this many drop front cases, and as soon as I get full, I have to sell some, and then I can
Yep.
get some better shoes. So you guys have probably seen me lately getting rid of some of my collection, and I'm just on the hunt now for I'm on the hunt now for a couple of grails I've been waiting for a while. So hopefully on the next podcast I'll be able to show them off. But yeah, like you don't need like 10 pairs of Yeezy like 350 V2s. Like you don't need like 15 pairs of Dunks or regular Dunks sort of thing. So I feel that a lot of people will appreciate them a lot more. That I would at the moment. So if I'm not wearing it and I haven't worn it for like 3 to 6 months, they're going. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's really, really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for me because I kind of like a lot of things. Like I said, the way that I cop sneakers is like if I see a sneaker and I know I can get a good fit out of that, or I think it looks cool, I can appreciate the materials and the build like I usually go for. That's why I have a lot of Sauconys and New Balance and Asics as well. So, and if you're trying to go for Jordans while appreciating those other brands, I guess at the same time, it's really a bad idea because now you're trying to juggle between multiple releases, and maybe I should start honing in and focusing on something that I really like. Maybe drop the Jordans or the Nikes even, and just focus on New Balance, and then it's more manageable.
Well, another thing you can do is just, and I like to do this at the start of the year, and I've never stuck to it 1 year that I've done this, but what I do is I look at the releases for the year, and I pick out, you know, maybe 12 to 14 pairs that I want for the year, and they're the ones that I go for. Obviously, you know, we're talking about Raffles, so, you know, we'll take L's. So if I take an L, that opens up a spot, and obviously, you know, the problem with that is new releases will pop up as the year goes on, and you're like, oh shit,
The ones in
you know what I
between
mean?
is the problem.
I'm adding one to the list, you know, but I generally do a pretty good job of sticking to it, and that helps to limit it a bit.
Cool.
Just sorry, before I go on, I do actually have to bail, so I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Zach as
gotta
well,
go,
I
but-
think, has to go at 8:45, so we'll just close it off.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And to everyone listening, we have to cut it short because everyone's gone busy, and Azza has his phone dead as well. So,
Yeah.
Thanks again for listening, and you guys, if you wanna have anything to say or any parting words, just do so. Zach?
I guess I just want to say thanks for having me. It's really good to actually chat to, you know, JP and yourself. I've seen Micah a couple of times, which has been great. He probably doesn't like it, but that's fine. But yeah, I think it's really, really good discussion about, you know, the Raffles, Grails, how we pick up sneakers, and then, you know, even talking about collecting and how it sort of evolves. It's a natural sort of progression, like Micah was saying. So yeah, fantastic to be here, and hopefully be on again another time.
Cool. Thank you for giving me the time, man. And
No worries.
Micah?
Yeah, just the same. Look, I always love coming on this podcast, so thank you so much for inviting me back. And I'm always keen to come on because I just love talking sneakers, and always love meeting the guests that you have on. Obviously, I've met these two both in person, but yeah, both great guys, and so yeah, just really appreciate it. And yeah, please, anytime you want me back, I'm always willing.
Cool. I'll hit you up. And JP?
Yeah, just thanks for having me on again. My wisdom is buy what you love, don't buy what other people's love. You'll never appreciate your collection if you're following other people's interests in the way they like things. So
Yeah, cool. All right. Thanks, guys, and thank you for giving me the time again, and hopefully I can invite you back on when we
Thank
have
you.
more time to do this.
No
Thank
worries.
you. Catch you later,
Cool.
guys. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, mate.